Cher Beall. I'm an interior designer, and as many of you know, I love to decorate for the holidays. And many of you have asked, where do I find all of my treasures? Well, I've been collecting for over 30 years, so yikes, I have a lot of holiday decor, but I have so much fun with it. So today I'm going to show you one of my favorite spots to buy holiday decor. Rogers Garden is open every day from 9 to 6, and there's even a restaurant and bar in case you want to spend the entire day here, and that's so easy to do. Today, because it's getting close to Halloween, I'm going to give you a sneak peek into the Moonlight Masquerade Boutique, the Venetian style event, and it's going to be super fun, so come on in. The visual team here at Rogers Garden does a spectacular job every year of creating these amazing vignettes and this amazing atmosphere for Halloween decor. This team is led by Emily Morgan. She's been here 20 years creating these amazing events. So as you can see from behind me, this is just one of the original pieces that they've created for their decor. He's made of paper mache and lace, all kinds of paint. Super fun and super creative, and sets the backdrop for our spooky adventure. So the next thing we're going to do is wander through, and I'm going to share with you all the amazing treasures that you can find here today. And then what we're going to do is collect some things, and we're going to go to my house and mix them with my holiday decor, and I'm going to show you exactly how I've used them, and perhaps it'll give you some great ideas on how you might use them too. So let's go find some amazing treasures. So the first room we're going to start in is called the Veiled Gallery, and this is where you're going to find all sorts of wearable treasures. You're going to see all kinds of fun hats. This is where my hat is from. And you're going to see all kinds of masks for this masquerade party that is taking place here. This is where I got my spiders, of course, all over myself, which are kind of fantastic. And then, of course, there's all kinds of treasures. One of the other things that I think is so fabulous in this room is these little crowns. These are made by one of my favorites, Bethany Lowe. I think all of my girlfriends need these little spider crowns. All kinds of treasures for the masquerade Halloween party. One of my other favorite things are these amazing witch shoes. So I have a collection of other paper mache witch shoes that I've had for years and years, and I adore them, and I use them every year on a table setting. And so, of course, I'm going to show you how I use these this year on my table for an even more glamorous party. These are quite glamorous, don't you think? So this whole section is filled with all kinds of decor for yourself. We have fun sparkly earrings, all kinds of witch hats, whole collection of beautiful Halloween treasures to dress yourself up in for the masquerade party. I think one of the other things that's super fun about this space is these blow-ups with the masks on them. The decor, their backdrop, all around us is really fantastic. The whole room is redone every single year for this special event, and they just do an amazing job. This is also one of my very favorite artists, and for years I've been mooning over these amazing pumpkins that she does. This is an artist by the name of Virgie Lightfoot, and I know many of you have asked when you've seen my Halloween decor on Instagram where the spooky, interesting pumpkins are from, and these are one-of-a-kind pieces that Virgie Lightfoot does, and you can see all the amazing faces. So every year, if I can, at least for the last couple years, I've been able to collect one little piece to add to my collection. Really kind of spectacular and one of a kind. So that's the thing I think you will also see here at Rogers Garden, is you're going to see all kinds of fun things, but you're also going to see some things that you do not see anywhere else. So let's go to the next room. So now we're entering into yet another room and a transition space, and I want you to see how spectacular this is. So we've got a skeleton sitting at the piano. We've got these super cool chandeliers and these beads that have been purposefully dyed to be orange, and they just create this really fantastic, dramatic, spooky but elegant look. So that's a little bit what we're going to try to create at my house this year too. Just some things that this a little more glittery, a little more glamorous this year. One of the other things I want you to notice is these flowers. We are also going to be using a whole bunch of these flowers that have these eyeballs in them. They're just so funny, and these are so playful. We have a bunch of these, and we're going to find a great place in my house to use something like this too. This spooky cabinet is filled with all kinds of treasures, all kinds of things that light up and make noise. Let's see if I can get this guy to light up. Oh. Okay. Seriously, everybody needs one of these. So there's all kinds of treasures that are really quite irresistible. I think the thing over here that I loved the most is these little glittery silvered mice that are actually ceramic, but of course I find them so amusing because some of you know I have little bronze mice scattered about my house. So of course I want to use these on a tabletop, probably next to a play setting. I just find them, I mean honestly, he's kind of an elegant mouse, but he's also super cute. We have a handful of those that we're going to take home and see if we can't do something really fun with today. So now we're in the Monarch salon, and this, you definitely know it's Halloween because all of the orange and black, and they've done an amazing job of putting butterflies everywhere. And of course, as many of you know, I love to use butterflies in my decor and table settings too. So obviously we've got butterflies all over the place, jack-o'-lanterns all over the place. They're all beautiful, they're all irresistible, and many of them light up or smoke or do amazing things. This guy behind me, he's already ready to go. And look how fantastic he is. So it would just be super special in the middle of a table or by your front door. So as many of you know, I also have a Lori Mitchell collection. So Lori Mitchell is the artist that does these sweet, sweet holiday characters, and you guys have seen these on my Instagram, on my Halloween settings, and then I also have some for Thanksgiving. She does a collection every year, and of course Rogers carries a beautiful selection of all of her current this year additions in case you want to add them to your collection. So you're going to see me use mine again this year, but in case you need one yourself, here they are, and they're just absolutely adorable. The other thing that I'm going to take home with me today is this little tree. He's like a little spider web tree. He's sparkly, obviously, and he's a little different than some of the other trees that we typically see and that I've had in the past. And I have an idea of something really fun to do with this. And so I am taking one of these home today, and I'm going to show you a really fun craft that I'm going to use this as a basis for. So stay tuned for that. One of the things I like to do and that I'm taking home is one of these little beautiful banners. And these I think are so great because they're small, they pack up easy, they fold up, you can put them in a box, they don't take up lots of room, but they instantly add a whole lot of fun and festivity to any sort of party, any kind of mantle or doorway. Just fold it back up and pack it away easy for next year. So we love them. Okay, so because we are in the Monarch room, I wanted you to see the backdrop of this fireplace facade that they have placed here. And all it is paper Monarch butterflies, and they've just glued them all over the facade and the bookcase above and placed some jack-o'-lanterns, and it's just obviously very, very dramatic. It's sort of wonderful inspiration here. They're not just what you can buy and what you can add to your Halloween treasures, but also gives you great ideas on what you might do at your house. So now we're in the Hall of Relics, And as you can see, we have bones and skeletons everywhere, and they're given this really cool metallic finish and piled up over the archway here to make it super spooky upon entering. So come on in. So we've got chandeliers, we've got more spooky masks, we've got all kinds of fun Halloween Dracula books, chains. Oh, and of course, how about these silly candles? Of course, we had to take home some of these too. Super fun, super silly, not too spooky, lots of spooky fun. So here we are in the room entitled the Serpentaur, of course. So this big giant snake slithers around the top of the ceiling here and gives us yet another fun and spooky look. But this room is super fun because it's also filled with one-of-a-kind treasures. So of course I love this because we have the vintage Bethany Lowe, which has been a longtime favorite of mine. And then we also have this amazing sculpture, tiny miniature sculpture made by Emily Morgan. So Emily is also the head of visual display here at Rogers, but every year she makes one or two one-of-a-kind pieces that she has spent months creating, and they're really absolutely spectacular one-of-a-kind sculptures. This whole corner of the space is filled with these treasures that are one-of-a-kind by artists that create these things just for Rogers, that are really very special, very unique, and you will never see another like them. So it's really the place to go for a treasure. So one of the things that I'm going to take home with me today is these white pumpkins. So, well, they're jack-o'-lanterns, and so they all light up, and I thought these were particularly interesting because they look kind of natural in the way that they've been finished. And I thought if I mix them in with actual real gourds and real pumpkins, I could get a very earthy, interesting feel. So we're gonna try that at my house. I'm gonna show you that in our next video, how I've created a vignette with these kind of super interesting, cool, unusual jack-o'-lanterns. One of the little treasures that I found on this table was this spooky key. So of course, I think key is the perfect tiny little accessory. I like finding little things that aren't so big to store, but you place this on a book or a tabletop and it instantly says Halloween. So very small item, but kind of super fun and detailed. He's got a skeleton on the top, and he looks like he's the key to what? The morgue, I don't know, somewhere spooky, certainly, of course. So of course, setting the Venetian theme, the design team here has created all these fun sculptures, some that are veiled and some that are masked, but they've made them specifically for our Halloween setting, our Moonlight Masquerade party. And they're so stunning and so fun. Actually, they are available for purchase too at the end of Halloween. So you can not only find treasures all about you that you can take with you when you're here shopping, but then also some really magnificent treasures that you can have closer to Halloween. So we're in the Gilded vestibule. Can you tell? So everything is so glittery in here and super fun. So we've got spiders, and I'm gonna really go with this, I hope, at my house this year as I pull things together. So of course, I had to get several of these little spiders, and we're gonna use them and mix them in with my other spiders that aren't anywhere near as glamorous as these. The other thing that we're gonna take home here is there's some wreaths. Now these are candle holders. He's super fun, super glamorous. I think it's just a little bit different take on Halloween. All this glitter, it looks a little more glamorous than I usually do, but I think this is gonna be fun this year. So one of the things that I found, of course, I told you I like little things, were these little witch wands. They come in all different shapes and sizes. They look like they've been hand turned. They're just sort of super fun and whimsical, and of course, makes you feel like you can create some holiday magic. One of the other glamorous things we're going to choose to work with at my house is these little silvered pumpkins. So here's to creating some holiday magic, and stay tuned to see what I'm going to create in my house.